I was a kid, my baby brother broke his arm on his own mortality. It was recess time, right? And he, feeling especially in touch with his own Supermanness, decided to climb up to the top of the jungle gym, inch over to the edge, and go for a quick flight. Thud! Help! It is the sound of our capacity collapsing. What our spirit must scream when our mortality says things like, it's going to take a miracle for that to happen. No, it is not. The human life is manufactured as a miracle worker. We are born and birthed from the womb of an infinite able, but before our immune system could get vaccinated against impossibility, thud. Help! And teachers and kids and mothers rushed to the side of my fallen baby brother with shh, 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 it's gonna be okay, followed by that ever-tragic series of scissor-shaped syllables that truncate our human potential. Why would you do that? You know you can't fly, right? And the body, shamefully tucking its wings into shoulder blades, and the mind frantically rewiring us into a ground operation, and the spirit desperately rehabilitating its taste for clouds, all bow their head in surrender and say, we do now. And right then, can't is ingested. Like a spirit-born virus that went undetected, we disengaged our able, capped our performance at walking, and allowed our destiny's GPS to constantly tell us, recalculating route, But don't worry, because the lesser-known secret is able is like air. Whether we see it or not, it is always still there. Whether we believe in it or not, it is always still there. Able never goes away. We need only reach to miracle ourselves beyond the border of our box. We need only dream to blur the line between what is real and what is not. Ask Trina Paulus, how does one become a butterfly? And she will tell you, you must want to fly so much you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. Right? You ask Annie Dillard how to defy the gravity of our greatest challenges, and she will say you have to jump off cliffs all the time and build wings on the way down. You ask miracle workers from San Diego to Singapore how to fuse earth and sky, and they will instruct you must view the world through nature's lens, through humanity's lens, through benevolence to create balance between consciousness and cohabitation, between our creativity and our creations. And if that's getting a little too metaphysical, coffee mug, poetic greeting card for you, then you just ask Kurt Brinkman, who traded 2 legs for 5 Olympic medals. And ask him what he thinks about our infinite able, and he will tell you, look, I may no longer be able to walk, but walking was just a crutch, convincing me that the best I could do was walk. And the minute life clipped my legs, my shoulder blades demanded my wings, and trust me, flying is way cooler. Unless you're not quite ready for it. And in which case, you just ask my baby brother, right? Because you can croon R. Kelly all you want, but believing you can fly and being ready to fly are 2 completely different things, right? I mean, able is really only as good as the ready that accompanies it. But see, unlike able, always with us, lying dormant in our ideal self, ready kind of sneaks up on you. Ready is like a concoction of highly flammable numbers that one day find themselves too close to the spark of an experience that ignites our awareness and poises us for change. 5, 50,001. 1,437. It is not just some list of number of people who die of hunger every minute, the number of species in our oceans that go extinct every day, a number of chronic diseases that could be prevented every year. It is a recipe of numeric ingredients that make up a wake-up call. It is the 5 flights of stairs at work that set my charcoal lungs on fire, and the embarrassing fit of panting that finally says, enough. It is the 50,000th and one reflection in a mirror that I pass by, mumbling, my routine procrastinations, until it finally grabs me and says, today. It is the 1,437 excuses for why I don't matter that I counted last night like sheep, which were eventually frightened off by the shrill of the alarm in my own voice shouting, wake up! I'm ready. Ready is the intersection of passion, priority, and preparation. If I have what I have to do what I want to do when it is finally time to do it, then I'm ready. Any one of those go missing, ready goes out the door with it. And yet, even still, the union of ready and able, it's still not enough to reawaken my body's potential for miracle making. And to realize the piece missing from the combination, I need only recite my morning affirmation. There is no can't. There is only will or won't do. There is no can't. There is only will or won't do. There is no can't. There is only will. Ready and able need a will, right? Or they won't be enough to reignite the miracle of our flight. Okay, just follow me for a second. If able is a fixture, then can't has to be a choice, right? You remove the choice, then you remove the can't. And what remains is must. A will that is bigger than us, a reason outside of ourselves to push through ourselves, to transcend ourselves, and affirm to ourselves that when our ready is able, our will be done. Willing looks like you lying in bed, all human and fractured and fragile, letting the TV watch you as you attempt to just cope. You can't even get up to find the missing remote. So you suffer through an entire marathon of the Real Housewives of San Diego County. Why? Because you're tired, nose running, have the flu, bleeding from budget cuts, imagination atrophying, resources on a respirator, don't have energy, don't have support, don't have legs. And finding the remote would require you to get up, and you are officially down. But when suddenly, thud, help, is screamed from your daughter in the next room, falling from bed, witness how in 12 seconds flat, you will be in that room, leapt from your bed into the air, gravity defied, fever forgotten, suffering ignored, respirator dragging behind, record broken for the fastest floor crawl in history. You will be by her side with, shh, it's gonna be okay. And it will be because you are there. And you are all that matters. All she needs is someone to lead, to put the world back into one piece. And when you have reassembled the fragments of her fragility and you painfully make your way back into your room, a trail of tiny feathers trickling from your shoulder blades, you will, no doubt, ow, step on the remote control. And by then, you may not be ready to change the channel because, you're probably hooked on the show after the marathon, So you may not be willing to miss what those wacky housewives are going to do next. But at least you now know, remote control in hand, daughter at peace in her room, that you can. You are able and you will because you must. It is all that matters. You are all that matters, and all that matters is you. Remember what you are capable of. All that matters is you. Rediscover your miracle. All that matters is you have harnessed the power, the indomitable power of being ready, willing, and able. All that matters is thud. Help! Your friend has just fallen out of confidence and needs your ability to inspire resilience. Thud. Help! Your community has just fallen below its bottom line and needs your ability to find creative solutions. Thud. Help! Your planet has just fallen out of stock and needs your ability to magic more from less. So if you've got no legs, then you crack open your shoulder blades and let your wings spread. I suggest you get to work, people, and get your passion working and get your purpose worked out so that you're not all work and no flight, because our hope will need your help. Some falling night to It's going to be okay. Your laughter is someone's best medicine. Your voice is someone's North Star. Your leadership is someone's nourishment. And there are days when someone's whole world will spin like clay on your pedestal, waiting for the power of your palms to shape it to your will. Each moment between the moments waiting to be seized. Each lucid dream waiting to be realized. Each edge of a jungle gym waiting to be reclaimed. It is but a world within our grasp. If we put our hands to it, and we have proven each and every day that we can do it. We have proven that we matter. We have already proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that we are able. Today we need only affirm to each other that right here, we are willing. Let us declare to the world right now that we are ready, so that when next we stand in the presence of those whose pulsing shoulder blades are pregnant with flight, but who tell us it's going to take a miracle for that to happen, then we will simply respond every time. And lucky for us, I am one. Thank you. Welcome, TEDx. Welcome. Thank you.